Hey there guys, Yxlarb here, bringing you back some more Sonic Adventure DX. In the last part, we lost Tails. We have no idea where he is. We plummeted after being hit by the egg carrier, and we lost all our emeralds.
Sonic, wait up! Long time no see.
Amy.
What's wrong with you anyway? Listen, this birdie seems to be in trouble, so you need to be his bodyguard for a while.
You must be kidding.
If you don't, we're just gonna tag along anyway. I got up my map and
Now we can play as Amy Rose. In case you guys don't know, Amy has a ginormous crush on Sonic, which is made quite clear. Now we can access the train station. We'll fight till we drop. I don't know how much, but I do know we gotta try. Something good is bound to happen, right? Now what he's talking about there might not make very much sense, but let's go figure it out. I always thought the train station was just closed at this time. I honestly had no idea what was really going on. But now you can find out by talking to these guys over here. Oh. We'll fight till we drop. We have to stand up for our rights. And it still doesn't really make sense. Oh, are you a customer? We're on strike. We're protesting for better working conditions. It may become a long battle. Really? What? I don't even see you guys in there. I don't even know what you do. Alright, so basically we ran into Amy. She's totally distracting us from our main objective of finding Tails. And apparently she's following us around right now. You don't see her on the screen, but she's here. And you'll find that out if you go over here.
Eggman's robot's on the loose.
No problem. He's just a chunk of cheesy hardware.
Whoa!
Oh, now what? Huh?
Look here! It says, you touch shit and freeze! Let's go!
Amy! Wait! Oh, man! That girl is such a pain.
Alright, here we are, stage 5, Twinkle Park. It's funny that Amy mentions that it said cute couples get in free, because it does say that. It definitely does. Now here you want to get one of these carts. If you destroy the enemy inside of them, you can get one. Let's go, come on. Speed. I believe you just hold A to go and then B to brake. It's kind of hard to tell because it really doesn't seem like you make much of a difference. Because if you just let go, it feels like nothing happens. You've got a written counter on it too. But the reason why I say it's funny that Amy says that is because the monitor that actually says that was not there in the cutscene. And okay, I took that very poorly. I should have braked a little, but whatever. It is what it is. And there's arrows on the ground telling you what direction to go, but honestly, if you can't tell what direction to go, there's something clearly wrong with you. There's no other way to go. These ramps are very disappointing. I feel you don't go fast enough over them or anything. I'm sure I'm not the only one who feels that way. You got boost pads all over the ground. You can actually come back to this area and go specifically into here. It's called the Twinkle Circuit. So we're not in the actual park area yet. And okay, come on, man. Wasting my time here. We're trying to get down there. But anyway, so Amy ran off. We're trying to find her now. There's a robot chasing after her. We don't really know why. Doesn't really make much sense to us. I think Sonic should have just defeated him there while he could have, instead of letting Amy run off. But it is what it is. We gotta let Amy deal with it herself. And when we play with her in her story mode, I'm sure we'll figure it out. Here we are, coming close to the end of this. Launches us off. And boom, we're in the actual Twinkle Park area, which I think has some really awesome music. I'm not a huge, like, game music guru or Sonic music guru. Well, with Sonic I kind of am. But I honestly don't care much about music. As long as it's not annoying and it's just kind of there, I'm fine with it. But when it's awesome, it's just undeniably cool. So here we've got a do some bowling, which I totally failed at, but it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter how well you do there. Just move on. Enemies, you know, maybe I should have been doing a better job at explaining what all these enemies are, but they're so unbelievably worthless, and you can just skip them all. It doesn't really matter. There we go. Didn't do very well yet again, but honestly, I've never done well on that. I don't even know if it's possible. I don't see why it wouldn't be. Here you gotta escape those. Here you got a pool. Nothing really here for you. Let's go. Boom, boom, boom. Got to punch these monkeys. I always thought they were some of the funniest enemies, those monkey enemies that throw bombs at you. Here you got some, like, tops of towers that look like witches' hats, which I just totally failed on. Ultimate dodging skills right there, buddy. There you go. Sometimes the camera doesn't quite cooperate. You can use the L and R buttons to fix that, but even then it doesn't really fix it. It just usually tends to... Okay, that's what I mean. Usually it just tends to make the problem worse. So I try to avoid those buttons at all costs. So let's go. Let's go back through this. Try to do it a bit faster. Now there I just showed off a trick. Is it going to straighten up for me? Because that was a huge shortcut. We just got back up to where we want to be. Aha, there we go. The L and R button actually working a little bit. But if you bounce on those... I actually didn't know that happened in this game. I knew for a fact it was in Sonic Adventure 2 and like Sonic Heroes, I believe, and all sorts of games. But if you hold A after bouncing on those wide springs, then it'll send you up higher than usual. So that's cool. You can press these buttons to get more rings to light speed across. But honestly, it's just faster to keep running because you have to get to the end of this, and it's kind of easy to fall off. So just watch your step. Come on, there we go, made it. I had so much trouble without my practice file. It was kind of ridiculous. And there's the capsule. Just like in classic Sonic games, you step on the capsule to release the animals, because we're good people, and that's it. Because remember, the animals are used to power the robots, in case you guys don't know. That's why you get animals for defeating the robots. Just in case you were curious. Look at them trying to get us.
Welcome to Twinkle Park.
Oh, shoot! I've lost Amy. I bet that robot hauled butt after her. I'd better catch her before it does.
Alright, there you go. The Twinkle Circuit, you can go back in there, just into the standard Twinkle Park. I'm not going into either of them, we're just leaving. Hey, look at that! What is that? Now that's another one of those situations where if you don't know where this location is, it's going to take you forever to find this. That's an employee card. I can use this to get into that building. And now that might be really confusing. You're probably thinking, what building? Well, that's why I showed you this at the beginning. What's it actually called? Trying to... Maybe if I stand on the car. By the way, you can stand on the cars like taxis, but... Oh, it's not working. So it checks your ID, and you can try walking in, but until it's fully open, you're just going to be sitting there all weird. Now comes the hardest decision in the game. Right or left elevator? Well, it actually doesn't make a difference. You just move on either way in the same fashion. The speed highway, which I actually like. I do like this area. It doesn't really make sense. I mean, you enter a building and this is what's quote unquote inside the building. I don't know. I have no clue. But I don't know. I'm just a confused little guy. Nothing here. See, this is what I'm talking about. I hate areas like this where you have to sit around and wait. I just want to be running the whole time. I just want to get freaking going. There we go. You can run along this wall if you don't screw up like me. I'm actually going to die on purpose here, just because I want to show that off. Like, sometimes it just forces you to bounce like that. I honestly don't know why it does that. But if you can make it, there we go. You can run all the way up this, which is faster. So here we go. That's just cooler to see. Plus, there's less waiting around, and you guys already know how much I hate that. I've been ranting about it for a couple videos now. Boom. Oh, totally screwed that up. You can jump up here. Same goes for here. Oh, I thought that was a life. Oh well. See, those speed shoes literally always come at the worst times. They always come when you have to wait for something or when you have to tread lightly or something. It's just, why? Who picks the locations for these? I should be in charge. Now you've got a helicopter here. Just grab onto it, nice and easy. You get a nice cool ride on over. and then just jump off whenever because you don't need it anymore. To avoid these enemies, just to a shortcut like that. I totally love doing that. It's one of my favorite things to do in this game, just take shortcuts with Sonic. You can do that with other characters, but not with this, not with that dash. So it's not as exciting. Now here you have to use the, ooh! Oh well, that was just for a life, which we lost, so yeah, not worth it. Here we go, let's get out of here again. Whoa, okay, don't watch guys, look away from the screen, that was totally embarrassing. Using some super advanced pro tricks, I totally failed my life away. The reason that happened is because I had to wait an extra second for the rocket, rocket to appear. Because you have to stand next to it, and then it'll get ready for you, but you can't access it right away. And okay, I totally failed again. At least this time I didn't die. Go, 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 go! Oh my god, that was stressful. So here we go. Now you just wait here, and then you'll fall. Now this area you move really fast in, so I totally love it. It's really easy to hit those helicopters though, so watch yourself on that. Otherwise, these panels here don't damage you. They're just in the way. Now here, it's kind of weird. You have to avoid these things. I found that if you just jump when you're near them, like you just avoid them. I don't know what it is, but either way, they don't hurt you. They just kind of make it look less cool when you're going down. Now we're in an even weirder place. We're in like a city. Like, what is this? Who came up with that sidewalk? Specifically designed for Sonic to run on. I mean, seriously. You'll find a lot of those things off to the side. I mean, see here, it's like, what is this? And then you can jump up in here, and you're in the upper areas of the city. I don't really know. Just dash right through it all. Whoa! Didn't know the cars could actually hurt you, honestly. That's nice to know, I suppose. There we go, a special life for us, and somehow we fell. By the way, the animals follow you for a while, so they just want you to collect them. And those aren't used for anything besides Chow. You give them to them. I can't believe I haven't explained that yet. Yeah, you give them to Chow, and it boosts their stats and changes the way they look. So that's it. That's the only reason to have animals. But we're not dealing with Chow, as I've explained before, so yeah.
Not bad.
Alright, so there we go. We finished a couple of stages. We still don't know what's going on, and apparently we come out here of City Hall. Apparently that was the City Hall area. I never actually paid much attention to that. Now, it's not totally clear what you have to do at this point. It's one of those points in the game, so it's always a good time to head on over here to this glowing ball and figure it out.
She should still be in this city.
Yeah, totally forgot. I totally forgot we were looking for Amy. There's honestly no reason to go to the speed highway. That was just an extra stage. We didn't gain anything there or anything. Where do you have to run to? Oh, duh. I totally screwed up. Come on. Whoop. Move along. This train area is still blocked off, so we can't use that as a shortcut to get to the casino area, but we're gonna go over here. Silly Amy. Wasting our time.
Amy? Oh man, where can she be?
Ah! Sonic! Help!
I'll cut him off at the Mystic Ruins.
Amy has been captured, and now the train area is open again. And we're not going to cut him off in the Mystic Ruins, we're following him to the Mystic Ruins. It would have been faster for him to get on the train, but... yeah. Anyway, seriously, okay. So there are employees here. Let's see what they say. I wonder if they actually got better working conditions. The negotiations went well. All aboard for the Mystic Ruins. Okay, they went well. Sure. Also, it doesn't matter what entrance you take. I always just go to the left. It's just a habit.
Let me go, you hunk of junk! I mean it!
Hey there, bull brain. You better give Amy to me or I'll squash ya. What's happening here? Stop! Shoot! I've lost her again!
They give you a clue as to where to head to next by placing you right next to this. By the way, I haven't made this fact clear yet. My uploading schedule. As you guys know, we have Forza Motorsport 4 going on every Monday. An episode of that is happening every Monday. And this will be run on every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So just 3 days a week. And the reason why is because I'm a college student and I work and I'm engaged. I just have so much going on in my life. I can't devote to a daily uploading schedule. I just can't. So 4 days a week should be plenty. And that's not including collaboration walkthroughs. So Bosniancheese and I just started working on a project together. We're doing a practice file right now. So those will be uploaded depending on how many there are, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So you could potentially get 7 videos a week. But what I'm saying here is don't expect that. And I know this is like part whatever. I'm recording all of this today. I haven't even uploaded one video of Sonic yet. So this is why you're getting this information so late. I just couldn't make up my mind before. But now I know for sure. Now we've got this area open to us. And yeah, it's a pretty cool looking area. Let's see what he has to say. Did you see that flying battleship? That was cool. I wonder who made it. It flew off towards the mountains. I wonder if I should have followed it. Yeah, what could you have done? How would you even get over here, old man? Well, he's not old, I guess, but whatever. If you look... Oh, okay, I guess that's not here. There's usually a secret emblem there, but I guess that's only in one of the character's stories. That would probably make sense. Now, this... we don't really know what this is, technically. Well, Sonic does, so I'll explain it to you guys. This is Angel Island. This is where Knuckles resides, and this is the Master Emerald. As you can see, it looks like it has a chunk missing from it right there. We don't really know what's up with that, but the Master Emerald is, you know, the controller, the 7 Master Emeralds, blah, 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 just whatever. Knuckles doesn't really know much about it. He doesn't know more than I do, so whatever. Here's the final upgrade for Sonic.
This is the ancient light. Try the light speed dash toward the enemy. With this, you can now do the light speed attack.
So that's all 3 of Sonic's upgrades. The only one that was optional was the Crystal Ring. And one thing I actually want to point out that I find really interesting about this game is that in the cutscenes you see the upgrades that you have on you. And not just in that particular character's story, but if we go into Tails' story right now, we will still have the Crystal Ring on and all that. The thing that doesn't make sense though is the order that we get them in. Because I mean, we have, you know, all 3 of Sonic's upgrades. And you know, we get some of them after the first encounter of Tails, but with the first encounter of Tails in Tails' story, it will show that we have them all right away. Doesn't really make sense, but whatever. And must I say, I find it kind of disappointing that all 3 of Sonic's upgrades have to do with the light speed attack. I mean, the light speed dash. I mean, really? They couldn't have come up with one other thing? Whatever. This video might end up being a bit longer, but here we are. Stage 7, Red Mountain. I went quiet for that quote-unquote cutscene, which wasn't really a cutscene. But anyway, here we are at the mountain, chasing that egg carrier. So yeah, I mean, you know, I feel like this one should be a bit longer. You know, we haven't, you know, seen any Chaos Emeralds or found Tails or anything. I mean, we were looking for Tails this whole time. But of course, you know, Amy had to go and distract us, and now we're technically still distracted by Amy. So whatever. So the gimmick in here, in this mission, is that you have to press switches to activate these rockets. That one wasn't that difficult. There's just one little obstacle in the way. Whatever. It is what it is. Now you can climb those ladders slowly, or you can jump across like I'm doing. Because you guys know how much I hate going slow, as Sonic at least. I mean, when I'm other characters, it's understandable, but whatever. So here we are. Bridge. Ooh, see that? That's some speedrunning tactics right there. Whoa, what the heck? I've never stuck around long enough for that to happen. Now you got these, which are very fast, but of course you don't control them. That's one thing I actually want to ask your guys' opinion on. I mean, there's a lot of sections in Sonic where you're not supposed to touch the controls. You're supposed to just let it do its thing and just let him go fast without you doing a thing to influence that. Do you guys like that? Do you think it looks cool? Do you think... Because obviously it can't really be enjoyable because you're not doing any controls. It's kind of like the whole... God, what do they call him? God, I honestly don't know. It's a big thing in Resident Evil 4 and 5 where you have to press the buttons that appear on screen. God, what is that called? I'm literally losing my mind. Oh well, it is what it is. It's kind of enjoyable in the same way as that. Now here, it's kind of clear what you have to do. Push that button whenever that hammer is not mashing you to bits. Come on. Then use the rocket again. Now, I have kind of a problem with the life system in this game in the same way I do with the Mario series, you know, a lot of games similar, is that, you know, you collect lives, but what does it really do for you? I mean, if you lose a life, you go back to the last checkpoint, sure. If you lose all your lives, you have to restart the stage. It won't start you back there, it'll probably start you on the menu screen, yeah. But really, all that having lives does is save you time. And, I don't know, that's not enough for me. I mean, you know, I see you guys with walkthroughs like, oh my god, we're almost out of lives, what are we gonna do? Really, all it does is just waste your time. If you... Oh, where am I going? All it does is waste your time. Because, I mean, these stages aren't that long anyway. I mean, look, I'm almost 3 minutes through and I'm near the end. I mean, maybe it's a 4-minute stage. I mean, 4 minutes isn't really all that long to lose, you know? When doing a walkthrough, maybe it's more important, but on your own personal time, who really cares? Now this stage, you can actually use this trick quite a bit. To get past this area, that's all you need to do. You can just skip. Whoa, what? I didn't even know that was there, honestly. Never stuck around long enough, just because I missed the jump. And you know what? I totally don't care that I'm getting hit like this. It is what it is. Yeah, basically what I'm saying is I don't care about lives. I won't really go out of my way to get lives unless I just feel like it. I mean, it's kind of habit sometimes, so whatever. Okay, I didn't mean to hit the enemy with that, but that's cool. So now we have the light speed attack. I must say I don't really make any use of it. I guess I'll show it off here just for the... Okay. That's not what I wanted to have happen. Now, it's kind of tricky with this because you have to continuously hold the B button and use the A button to still jump. So it's kind of funky, honestly, but whatever. I don't know. I just don't find use for it. That's what I'm trying to say here. Avoid those bombs and then boom, go. So there we go. It's actually pretty useful if there's a lot of enemies around, and there are some places, particularly in a later action stage, that it becomes really useful to use that move, but we're not quite there yet. So I mean, it is required to get into the stage. You can't enter the stage without it. Speaking of the stage, we're at the end of it. Boom. There you go. Yeah, 4.5 minutes. A little bit longer than I thought, but it is what it is. Boom, ring.
Yeah, not bad.
Sky Chase Act 2. Sub-game, baby. And here we are, we found Tails. I know, this video might be a bit longer than most of you would like. honestly, I feel like most people prefer longer videos, you know, especially when you have limited content coming out per week, like I will, you know, just 4 videos a week. So it might be annoying to some people, but yeah. I don't know. Why don't you guys let me know your opinions? Let me know if you like longer videos, because we're at what, like 24, 25 minutes? That's a bit long, especially for this kind of game. I mean, if it was an RPG, you know, that'd almost be recommended just because of how long they take, especially with the limited uploading schedule, but whatever. The concept here is the same. For some reason, it's kind of stormy, which it wasn't right before this, but it is what it is. But same tactics, same controls, there's nothing different about this plane. We'll actually talk more about this plane when we get into Tails' stuff. But basically, in the story of Sonic X, which is the anime series, you wouldn't even have this plane. This plane is the first plane that you see in the series, and it's Sonic's plane, the tornado. And then Tails ends up painting it blue, you know, just to match Sonic, and he thought it was a cool color and all that. Whatever. So he ends up painting it blue. This is meant to be a different plane, completely. So, yeah. It's a weird thing.
Hope you know what you're doing.
You bet. Watch this. Transforming now. Let's do it.
But anyway, in the story of Sonic X, at this point he'll be using the X Tornado, which is a different plane entirely, and it's much more advanced. I mean, this is just a little biplane, it's whatever. I mean, that thing is just like a full-on military-style weapon. But, oh well, this isn't Sonic X. It is kind of based off of it, but not this particular detail. But anyway, now we've transformed into an X-shaped plane. And honestly, it doesn't change your gameplay at all. Your weapons remain the same, your guns the same, your missiles are the same. You're flying at the same speed from what we can see. And I think it's a good idea to go right by these flames. Let's do that. Let's get right in them, actually. Yeah, I don't know what he's thinking there, but yeah, it honestly has more downsides than anything else. And you'll see what I mean here in a second. I mean, we're back here at the egg carrier. We definitely don't want to get shot down again. And we don't got no time for that. We want to move on with our lives. Yeah. You know, destroying everything. I wonder how I did percentage-wise that time. Our score is only 9,300. We'll see, though. Now we've got no enemies to fight. This looks like deja vu to me. Are we gonna get shot down? Hey, wait, a health bar? What's up with that? Now you want to shoot all of these, and then shoot the center of the egg carrier. Just keep pressing B, it's whatever. You can almost always take him down the first time, but if you want to avoid being hit, you won't. As soon as he opens up again, you destroy it. The egg carrier itself is not destroyed, though. Don't be confused. 63? Come on. I usually do better on that one.
Alrighty, we're in.
We gotta land on the egg carrier.
Whoops. I forgot something.
What's that?
There's no landing gear in this mode.
What? Wow, this thing is really huge.
No time to gawk now. We need to find Amy.
You're right, my friend. So here we go.
Alright, there we go, guys. Again, apologies for the longer video if you don't like this sort of thing. If you do, then great. But here we are on the actual final adventure field of the game. The egg carrier, which could be debatably about the same size as the Mystic Ruins. However weird that sounds, but the Mystic Ruins is not that big. It really has nothing to it. But anyway, we found Tails. We're looking for Amy right now because Eggman has her. And that's about all. There's really nothing else going on for us right now. Just the biggest battle of our lives coming towards us. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. In the next episode, we're going to go further into the egg carrier and see if we can find Amy. See you guys then.